So I came to Baltimore about 30 years ago. And when I initially came to Maryland, I was lost. I was living a lifestyle that I shouldn't have been living. And one day I was at a friend's house and there was a knock at the door. And I was literally 10 feet from the door and he stopped me open the door. And unfortunately he was shot point blank in the face. The next day, a good friend of mine's mother reached out to me and she said, "Ricky, I got a job for you." And I'm like, huh? And she said, "I need a male counselor to work with sexually and physically abused pregnant teenage girls." And I was like, I don't know anything about working with sexually and physically abused pregnant. That's not my background. And she said, "I've known you all your life. And I know you can do this." So I started working with these young ladies and it just seemed natural. It just seemed natural. So I've worked with every area of children in care, from the sexually abused to physically abused to kinship care, foster care, family preservation. So about 2013, I was running group homes for foster children. And I was kind of feeling myself and I got a little carried away and ran somebody else's company like it was my company. And eventually I was terminated. So once I got terminated, I kind of was in a rut, didn't know what to do with my life. I was lost. For 4 years, I was technically homeless. And a good friend of mine, Zach Dingle, who owns a company called Jamoke, reached out to me because he and I had talked about doing what I do now 13 years ago. And he was like, "E, you gotta do this. Like, you know the plan. You're part of the blueprint." So I reached out to Baltimore County Department of Social Services. And from then on, it was history.